Right now, as you watch this, you believe you are solid. You believe your body is a fixed physical thing. You believe your past is permanent. You believe who you are is settled. You believe the walls around your life are real. Every single one of those beliefs is wrong. And by the end of this video, you will have the scientific proof. Let's start with something your physics teacher probably mentioned once and never came back to. Every physical object in the universe, including your body, is made of atoms. You already know this. What you may not have truly absorbed is what an atom actually is. An atom is 99.9999999% empty space. Not mostly empty, not partially empty. For all practical purposes, an atom is nothing but space with two incredibly tiny structures, a nucleus and electrons, moving through that space at extraordinary speed. If you were to scale a single hydrogen atom to the size of a cathedral, the nucleus would be the size of a grain of sand sitting on the floor. The electron would be an invisible speck somewhere near the ceiling, moving so fast it would appear to be everywhere at once. Everything in between, the entire vast interior of that cathedral, is empty. This is not a metaphor. This is not spiritual poetry. This is peer-reviewed physics that has been confirmed for over a century. Your hand right now, the one that might be holding your phone or resting on your leg, is almost entirely empty space in motion. The chair beneath you, the walls around you, your own heartbeat, pushing blood through vessels made of the same, almost nothing that makes up everything else. So why does it all feel so solid? Because your nervous system is designed to interpret the electromagnetic forces between atoms as resistance. When you press your hand against a table, what you feel as solidity is not two solid objects meeting. It is two fields of electromagnetic energy repelling each other. Your brain constructs the experience of solidity from information it receives. It is not reporting reality directly. It is building a model of reality and presenting that model to you as if it were the thing itself. This is not a flaw in your design. It is a survival mechanism. Your ancestors needed to navigate a physical world, not contemplate particle physics. But here is where it gets important. If your brain is constructing your experience of physical reality based on incoming signals, and neuroscientist Joe Dispenza has spent decades demonstrating this, then the model your brain builds is shaped not only by what is actually there, but by what your brain expects to find. Your nervous system is not a neutral recorder. It is a prediction machine. It is constantly comparing incoming information against stored patterns. Patterns built from every experience you have ever had, especially the ones that threatened your survival. Dispenza's research shows that when we think the same thoughts, feel the same feelings, and repeat the same behaviors day after day, we are literally reinforcing the same neural pathways. The brain becomes wired to see what it has always seen, to feel what it has always felt, to expect what it has always expected. This is why you can understand something completely. You can know intellectually that you are safe, that the past is over, that you are capable of change, and still feel exactly the same way you always have, because understanding lives in the cortex, but the pattern lives deeper. It lives in the body. Psychiatrist Bessel van der Kolk spent his career studying what happens to people after trauma. His conclusion, documented across decades of research, is straightforward and radical. The body keeps the score. Trauma is not primarily a memory. It is not a story you tell about what happened to you. It is a physiological state that your nervous system got stuck in, a survival response that was activated and never fully completed. When something overwhelming happens, your body prepares to fight, flee, or freeze. Hormones flood your system, your heart rate changes, your muscles prepare for action. This is ancient, automatic, and brilliant. But if that response is interrupted, if the threat passes before the body can complete its discharge, the energy of that response does not simply disappear. It remains encoded in the nervous system, the muscles, the fascia, the breath. This is why you can spend years in therapy talking about your childhood and still feel the same tightness in your chest when someone raises their voice. The story is understood. The body has not yet received the message. Right now, I want you to do something simple, not a meditation, just a moment of noticing. Place one hand on your chest. Feel the temperature of your own skin. Notice, without trying to change anything, whether your breath is moving freely or whether there is somewhere in your torso that feels dense, held, or still. You do not need to do anything with this. Just notice that your body is speaking. It is always speaking. Most of us have learned to live so far above our own shoulders that we rarely hear it. What Wattles understood more than a century ago, before quantum physics had the language to confirm it, is that the substance from which all things are made is not fixed. It is what he called formless substance, intelligent, responsive, and in constant motion. He was describing, in the language of his time, what physicists now call the quantum field. The quantum field is not empty in the way we usually imagine emptiness. It is full of potential, full of probability, full of particles flickering in and out of existence billions of times per second. Every atom in your body is embedded in this field. Every thought you have arises within it. And here is what quantum physics has shown that changes everything. The field does not have a fixed state until it is observed. This is not philosophy. This is the double-slit experiment, replicated thousands of times. Particles exist in a state of probability, multiple possible states simultaneously, until the act of observation collapses that probability into a single outcome. Your attention is not passive. The act of noticing something is not neutral. At the quantum level, observation participates in creating what is observed. This does not mean you can simply decide to see something different and it will instantly appear. The human nervous system is vastly more complex than a single particle, but it does mean something profound. You are not a fixed object moving through a fixed world. You are a dynamic, responsive field of energy embedded in a larger field of energy in which nothing, including who you believe yourself to be, is permanently set. Your body is not a cage, it is a field. Your past is not a sentence, it is a pattern. And patterns can change when you work with the system that holds them, not just the mind that describes them. Your identity is not solid. It is a habit of organization, a habit so practiced it feels like fact. Over the next 13 weeks, we are going to go deeper into each layer of this. We are going to explore what science actually says about how reality forms, how the nervous system encodes experience, how the body releases what the mind alone cannot, and what it actually means to live as a sovereign human being, not in theory, but in the felt reality of your own body. Because here is the truth that all of this points toward. If you are made of empty space in constant motion, if nothing about you is truly fixed, then the only question that matters is this: what are you organizing yourself around?